that are not even qualified to be our guards. But because of the mixed blood and the stupidity of these stomach and hungry men and women that we have, people that just want to enrich themselves today. This is the only thing that the Fulani, the only weak point that the Fulani capitalized on to destroy those that wanted to be destroyed. Because I will not say to destroy our people, no, because they've never destroyed our people, and we never destroy our people. But those that wanted to be destroyed was destroyed by them because of their glutinous structure, because of the way they are being programmed. They gravitate very easily with falsehood, deception. Anything goes. And that's what that is bringing this insult that we are fighting today to change. Because your integrity and your dignity must be at stake for any man to insult you. You don't feel insult of somebody that you are better off. Just like you have your gate man, and your gate man wake up one morning and say, "Oh God, can you even feed yourself?" But you are the one feeding him. You see that that's not an insult, but it is making overstatement. Maybe he drank something or he smoked something or something must be wrong going on his head. But for somebody that is, you're supposed to be better off. But because of one thing or the other, he take your place and you are taking his place. When you're receiving insult from such a person, you will go gaga. You will do everything to retain your position. And that is what the Biafrans today, through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Ezra, is doing to retain the position of the Biafrans. Enwe ife ndị Igbo na-ada ekwusi that na akụ na-esi obi ike. And ego nwere ụfọdụ mkparị ọ na-ada emechi. That's why the Biafrans have looked out and said that the only thing that will stop all this insult is our freedom. Just like you see a young man that has his money in his pocket. He feels this secured. He feels this sense of security that is not frightened when some things are being mentioned. Because even the Bible said that money is security. But we have looked deep and studied this thing. This is not what money can solve. If it were to be what money can solve or what muscle can solve, Biafrans would have solved it long time ago, even before 1967. But it is something that freedom, ultimate prize, can solve. And that's why we are in it. To solve this particular issue that made it possible that those that shouldn't be insulting us is insulting us. And the program is on top gear. Not only to arrest the situation, but to stop it from reoccurring ever again. We don't just need immediate solution because maybe somebody is hungry. Somebody is finding it difficult to feed. And you provided a bag of rice, good. A bag of gari, good. You gave him some money, good. But that person would definitely get hungry again. And it might even be worse. Why is it going to be worse? That person has become comfortable. I'm hungry. And is being optimistic that tomorrow that things will turn around to be good. And you come to help out and you give him an immediate meal to eat. That person will eat that immediate meal and even the hunger will triple. And that is the offer of all these governors and all these senators and all these Iflef in Ohaneze, those that are going to Sokoto Caliphate to kneel and portray before uncircumcised. What they need is immediate meal. Can we just feed today? This afternoon, can we just have something to eat? Even if we go hungry in the evening, no problem. Even if the hunger will kill me and my children in the evening, no problem. But can we just, when you have the option of securing wealth that will be transgenerational for your children, you choose the price of immediate meal. And something around you is asking you, do you know you are the first son? Do you know it is your destiny, your right to have all this and even be in position of giving others? But due to their ogonoga akpere, their gluttonous nature, they will tell you, what is this right? What is this birthright? What does it even mean to me? Seeing that I will soon die. By the time I will stand to fight with this right of mine, that I'll have to protect it. So that every other gene, every other thing that will come from my gene, that will come from my loins, will have this respect that we all long for. They said no because of the time schedule. Oh, time is too short. I can't waste it for nothing, fighting for people that will not even appreciate me later. Onya ka Chineke eji wee kpọọ ndị niile nọ n'izu, nọ n'agbata, ma ndị kwadoronu, ma ndị wafta ka ha nọ na-ejide Nnamdi Kanu, they celebrated it. Jehovah ya kpọ ha ọkụ. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu look at all these things, affluence, luxury life, making good use of the intelligence that God has deposited inside of him. He has all to make money, but he said, this insult has become too much. It has become a norm. It's now in the lips of even slaves. Even those that are lower than slaves are now insulting us, the prince and princesses of the land. I have to sacrifice all this, to the extent of saying, even if I wasn't even there to enjoy any part of it, or even to see it happen, it will be my honor to die fighting for it. If you are not feeling the weight of this statement of our leader on that fateful day that he was broadcasting, that he said that the insult, and that's something that needed to be done, is what is happening now. And those that have taken it upon themselves that this insult will never be erased from our lives. We will be insulted in the place that we call home. We will be insulted at the shores of the place that we call home. will be insulted all over the world. Because everything that makes you a human, your integrity and everything, it grows within you organically. You must have secure respect from your people, your wife, your children, your siblings, if you are their senior, even if you are a junior. There must be a decent and a way that you are being treated from your family. If your family treats you as trash, the neighbors are watching. You might be in good talking terms with them at a short moment, but it will not last for a very long time. One day somebody will say, is it not you? If you're looking for who to respect you, you go and meet your family members to respect you first before you come to me to respect you. The same thing is what we are suffering today all over the world. Because you are coming up with a curse, an embargo of a curse and insult. Once you say you are Nigerian, okay, from which part? You say you are Biafran. Oh, those people that said that they are intelligent, that they are this, but they are being ruled for many years now by nomadic people. Please, can you go by the side? You are less than a human being. This is the insult that we are fighting to liberate ourselves from. This insult that made it possible that Fulani will come and assassinate. Do you know the worst thing that you can do to anybody? The length, the limit you can go in any man's life is going after that person's life. Because after this one that you have now, this is the only moment you have. But these people did not only insult us verbally. They did not only insult us by saying that we can never be a president. They have not only insulted us that anybody that will amount to anything must come to Fulani Caliphate and bow and pay oath of allegiance, take oath of allegiance before assuming any office. And using the blood of his brothers, his siblings, to seal that allegiance to Fulani. They have not only insulted us in those areas, but they are sending their foot soldiers from all over the world, from Sahel, to move into our villages and desecrate our land, desecrate our mothers, rape them and butcher them, and kill our pregnant women. What other insult can be heinous compared to just few I mentioned? There are many more. And that's why we're never going to stop. This insult must have to stop. And the Biafrans is going to be free. We are going to be free. And our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, will be free. And we will have the cause to stand one day and say, we are victorious. We have overcome. And no man can insult us again. You know, when somebody is looking for your trouble, none of your siblings are there, your parents are not there, all of a sudden your father surfaced. And your father is very fearfully, he's up and doing. If you want to fight, he will beat you. And he came to where people have been insulting you and said, my son, come and stand here. Let me see who will come and touch you again. Or your senior brother came around and said, come and stand here. What is going on? They've been looking for my trouble. Okay, stand there. Let me see who will come and touch you again. And you, any day I hear that you You stop him on the road or you talk to him, let alone touching him, you will hear from me. Everybody with disease from looking for your troubles. That day is here. And that day we will be completely free is also here. And our Biafra Republic government in exile, ably led by our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Eba, are leading us to that conclusive end. Thank you so much, my people, my brothers, my sisters, lovers of freedom, for this wonderful opportunity to be here with you. Thank you, Warrior Queen, the first, and the university, and all of us. I salute you all.
Thank you, Machineke, for that wonderful, lengthy, but appropriate submission. We must continue. We must continue. Let's go to Williams and then Christopher. Williams, come meet yourself. All right, Williams, maybe receiving advice, or did Ifeanyi put you to sleep? I think Ifeanyi might have put him to sleep.
You've connected his network and give it your number now.
Ifeanyi probably put him to sleep. Let's go to Christopher. Go ahead and meet yourself.
Yeah, greetings everyone. Like I always start, first I'll acknowledge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, keep praying for his health. I acknowledge His Excellency, the Ambassador of Peace, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, and everyone here, Warrior, the First, University, Mazi, Williams, Mazi Fine, Ugochukwu, everyone, fellow comrades, and the dignitaries from the government here. I actually do not have much to say. I just wanted to ask Mazi Fine, what happened to your old account, if you don't mind me asking?
My brother, long story. The previous one, they reported it. The account was suspended, and on Sunday after praying, I noticed that the second one has also been suspended. So I don't know what really, and I've written them, but no response yet.
Okay, the reason I asked is because when Warrior Queen said we have you, I checked. I saw this Eagle one. I followed you immediately, and then I searched for your old account. When I clicked on it, the space dropped me the first time. I clicked on it the second time, I got kicked out of the space. I clicked on it the third time, I got kicked out. So the thing, yeah, it get as it be. Just wanted you to know what happened when I clicked on that old account. So that's kind of strange. But we have to continue, in addition to what you said about the insults, to many Biafrans all over the world, the insult is both in the zoo and insult outside the zoo. Why? Because of the situation obtainable in the zoo. That is why I keep telling people, regardless of your position where you are, you are as good as the situation back home. Now the kind eye way they go use look you be that. So when you see the people in the government, I remember a few days ago I was privileged to speak with somebody in the government, and he said whatever he was doing in diaspora, I wouldn't mention what country it was, he said he will do better in Biafra, and that was one of the main reasons why he was fighting. I was speaking to another comrade of mine in Europe, and he said somebody, a European, saw him at an event somewhere. And the first question he asked him, what asylum camp did you stay when you got here? And that was a very stupid question, because not everybody who comes to Europe comes as a refugee. No disrespect to refugees, they are human beings like me and you. But the sad thing is, they look us one kind. Say everybody is running, seeking asylum, everybody is hiding, everybody wants to stay here. Whereas It is the situation in the zoo. When they look at the people back there, you talk of people, the drug dealers, you talk of Boko Haram people leading you. They keep looking at us as riffraffs. Myself, for example, I remember here where I am, so many years ago, I lost my driver's license. Yeah, because I did something wrong. I know it was speed and everything, and I had to pay about over $1,000. Fine. And later I got it back. But do you know, in that letter, I was threatened that, hey, you could get deported for this. So then I was looking, because they know, okay, the fish shake me small, because they know say the zoo is nowhere to go to, so they can afford to threaten me with deportation. So then I was looking like, okay, what if your own people here speed like I speed? Where you want to deport them go? So I keep saying the truth is this: there is a difference between acceptance and tolerance. And whether we like it or not, that they tolerate us for here. And it's also an insult. I yield the mic. We have to go home. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I believe I've said that. Thank you, brother, for that. I believe I've said that a countless time, that you may think that these Oyibo like you. No, they are tolerating you because they have to. When push comes to shove, it doesn't matter. You can have all the master's degree. You can have 100 billion. They can even be praising you that, oh, you're so smart. You can be a citizen. You can be a love, all of that. When push comes to shove, they will remind you where you come from. We have Justice, our own Justice in the building. Justice, you're welcome. Before we go to Ifeanyi, because he's going to put us all to sleep again. Let's go to Justice.
Um,
Aboki.
the first, my brother,
Eh?
just you guys should give me like 10 minutes. I'm driving home so I can talk. I'm driving.
Okay, let's go to Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi, you have the mic.
Justice, thank you for driving. Thank you for driving. Thank you for driving home. Let me see who the first will not give the mic. Thank you. I just want to chip in something, please. I don't want to say much. From what our brother said, and our brother first echoed it. If you listen to what the Prime Minister of Israel said the other day, the Prime Minister of Israel said, I don't want anybody that will pardon me. I don't want anybody that will sympathize with me. I need somebody, I need a mutual respect. What I need is the mutual respect. I don't need you pitying me. I don't need anybody to say, oh, because they are small country, let's just overlook them. What I need is the mutual respect. When you know that thing that you know, I know it. And that muscle you think you have, I have them. And that thing you think you can do to me that you cannot do anything. That's the time respect comes in. But when every time I depend on you, if somebody is kicking me, I will come and call you. I depend on you on everything. When I'm hungry, I come to you. When anything is happening, I come to you. That's no respect. But when it is that you are doing occasion, I bring my money, I support you. And I'm doing my own maybe wedding or traditional marriage or even burial. You come, you support me. And you gave you your grandfather. Then if you gain my grandmother. You see that the respect will be there. When that person come in, oh, this person, the first come, Mouthpiece come, oh, Biafra Warrior Queen is there. Oh, the university is there. Oh, Biafra Queen is there. Oh, Maz, you go see him. Stella, see him there. Oh, Justice and Fairness is there. Because of what? You are all flowing in the same frequency. Even if the other person, there are some persons that are, because somebody are carrying beer. Even if there are some persons that are, there are things that they use to gap you a bit. But the respect will be there. But when you don't have the same feathers, you cannot flock together. That is what the Prime Minister of Israel said. You don't need to pity me. You don't need to pardon me. You don't need to sympathize with it. You don't need to accommodate me. What I need is a mutual respect. If you come to Israel, you will respect me. If I come to America, you will respect me. If I go to Asia, you will respect me. If I go anywhere in the world, I will be respected. That is what I need. Not you, oh, they don't have their place. There's no place to stay now. Let him just stay here, but have your eyes on him. Make sure he didn't steal anybody's something. Make sure he didn't, any of his move. Always check his bank account to make sure that is the money amount that we are paying him, and check the company that is working. Make sure you see the amount they are paying him in that company, so that they will know when he started stealing our money. That is not respect. They are just pity. It's out of pity they allowed you into their country. That is all I have to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, our Oni Fine, for that wonderful, wonderful submission. Um, Justice, when you're ready, just let us know, and then we'll go to Christopher. Hold on. University, are you still with us? University, are you still with us? Are you receiving advice?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Go ahead.
You want to chip in something, or we continue?
No, just continue.
All right, all right. Let's go to Ugochukwu. Christopher, hold on. Let Ugochukwu go, and then we'll see where justice is.
I think Christopher has something bothering him. It's hard to complete. Let him go
Oh,
first.
all right. You must take it off your chest. You must take it off your chest.
You know, the beautiful thing about Biafrans, especially the genuine ones, they can read, they can receive, take message out of your heart. Ugochukwu, you are 100% correct, and it's really brief. You know, I was in the city, especially the capital city of this country. One day I was on the train, and do you know they announced right from the who was driving the train or whatever, who announces the thing on the train, and this lady said, "We want to welcome our guest or the tourist from the man they mentioned his name from Australia. Well, now we're gonna get to your bus, your train stop or train station, and we wish you an amazing stay here and an amazing day." Do you know why? This guy said, "Oh, I'm from Australia. I'm new here. I want to go to so and so place." But men go to the same thing. Say, "I am from the zoo," or "I am from Nigeria and I'm going to this stop." They go push you inside that train. They will say, "Boy, find your way." Nobody would give you special announcement. You know, this is because they respect, and I'm sure they would have done the same thing to Norwegian in Australia. So, like Mazi Ifeanyi said, mutual respect. It should be reciprocal. But because of the condition in the zoo, they can never respect us. But when Biafra comes, I'm sure we would command that respect that we deserve. I read the mic here. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, my brother. Here's the thing, and we have to face facts. How can somebody with no dignity command respect? Does that make sense? If you have no dignity, how can you command respect? Where you don't even have a land or a home of your own. You still see people that colonized you. People that terrorized your ancestors, forced them into slave. You see them as your saviors. You are importing everything that is foreign. You hate everything that God created you and God gave you. You hate everything about yourself. You adopted names that you don't even know the meaning of. You have no dignity. How can you command respect? These are things that Biafra is here to change. But that's it's the sad truth. For them to have their way, for them to do what they are doing right now to our people, they strip us of our dignity. And when you take a man's dignity, it's worse than killing him. It is worse than killing him. But we must continue. We must continue. I've made that analogy, how they treat refugees from Ukraine, versus how they treat the ones in Africa. These people literally built a floating nation or city, boat, a big boat that looks like a prison yard where they cage and where, like, literally even animals, you have pity for the animals. But this this is where they will be putting Africans in, and then they will be shipping them right back to Africa, because Europe, they are not good enough. You know what's good to come to Europe? Your resources, your natural resources that they use to power Europe. So how can you have dignity? How many African nations came out and said this is too far? These people can go to, do you know that most of these people, they don't even need visa to go to any African nation? Literally, they don't even have to pray. You have to pray. You have to do fasting and prayer just to get visa. The pastor will pour olive oil on you. You'll be drinking olive oil. Literally, you have stomach ulcer from drinking olive oil. You get sick because you've been drinking, you've been using olive oil like it's food. Because you spend the last money that you have to give to the other criminal that they call their pastors, their other counterparts. They call their preachers. And they pump you full of olive oils. Still, you're not getting that visa. Still, you're not living anywhere. Even if you finally make it into their country, oh my God. That's where you see hell. When you have been stripped of your dignity, there's nothing left. And that dignity is why we are fighting. That dignity is the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, don't beg for my to release. We don't beg them. Biafrans, we don't beg. We take what is ours and we roll with it. Whatever, come what may, we roll with it. We face adversity, we face whatever it is head on, and we continue to march. We don't beg. We have mouthpiece in the house, our own mouthpiece. Go ahead, mouthpiece, before we go to Gochuku.
Biafra Republic. Can you hear me? I want to hear peace, unity, progress, and equity. Biafra Republic, please answer.
Peace, unity, progress, and equity.
Progress and equity.
Wow. Goza, badamiciously, goza to my people. I am so glad and so happy to be in your midst. Warrior Queen, the first university, my wonderful brother Ifani Mora, Mechu. Oh my gosh. I see my minister Ugo 247. I hail you. My dear friend Queen, my beautiful sister Gloria, I hail you. Please, each and every one of you here, William Ugochukwu, Mazi P, in fact, please, Elder Godman, I can't even, you guys are awesome. I thank you for doing the needful and what you do here. Oh my gosh. We are known as the proud nation. We are the proud tribe. We don't beg for anybody. We don't beg for anything. How dare they say that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu beg for his freedom? Where do they come from? Who are they? Oh my goodness. That is our leader. Even if you put knife on his neck to cut his head off, he will tell you, I stand for Biafra. I stand for Biafra. I stand for Biafra Republic. Oh goodness me. They knew those criminal lawyers, those criminal saboteurs surrounding him knew that he has nobody except our Prime Minister, the Agune Chamber One of Biafra land, the Odogu of Biafra land. His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa is the only person he has and who is standing gidigba.
First left onto Abernathy Road.
The first, please mute yourself. I'm hearing what your GPS is saying. So please, my people, we know that our leader doesn't beg. Who born dog? Who born dog? We are going home. We are going home. Stand firm, my people. This is the final onslaught. We are going home to Biafra land, the land of the rising sun. Whosoever stands on our way, Adoya can on well. Adoya can on well. Okay? So please, my people, stand firm, stand strong. We are going home. Thank you for all you do, my people. I love you. I love you. God bless us all. May Chukwu Okike Abiama keep blessing us all. He say. Thank you for giving me the mic. I hear you.
Thank you, the mouthpiece of the gods, for that wonderful submission. Thank you. So please, everybody, go and follow Ego is here. That is Ifa Nwara, until we figure out what the hell is going on, why they keep blocking his account every day. Please follow him, and we must continue. Ugo, you will go next. William is back, so we go. William will go, and then we check up on Justice to see if he's good to go. Williams, go ahead, and then we'll go after you.
Thank you, my brother. May God bless us. I greet dear friends all over the world. I see our minister here, Mazugo. I greet everybody here, those I see and those I don't see. May Chukwu Kabiyama continue to sustain us, uphold us, and take us into His glory land. Peace, unity, progress, and equity is the slogan, and we imbibe on it. See, you don't beg your enemy for anything. If Awolowo, when he was arrested and detained, could not beg Zik and Tafawa Balewa and co, even when the criminal pastors tried to use his wife to go and beg Tafawa Balewa and Ahmadu Bello and Zik, the wife told them that they should go and get permission from the husband first. And when they met Awolowo, he said that he cannot do it. And that is why when he came out, he continued to live with his wife happily. And the dead Buhari, when IBB detained him, and those same criminal pastors again came through the wife to go and beg for him to be released, and they probably to attend his mother's burial. The wife erroneously went and begged, and when the dead Buhari came out, he divorced the wife for being cajoled to go and beg on his behalf without his permission. That was why he divorced him and then married Aisha, his girlfriend that time. So our leader cannot beg, and here we don't beg. That was why when the stomach infrastructure was, telling us that his stomach is aching, the back is aching, I had my reservation, even though I didn't to speak. It was not allowed, and we don't beg. I said it that time that we don't beg, no matter what. We don't beg. So begging for our leader to be released is an insult. And that insult, he cried it one of the broadcasts, that the insult is too much. And the way that I in this zoo, the insult is very much. To the extent, if God said today, he needs only one soul as a sacrifice for our leader to come out and for Biafra to come, I will willingly submit myself. I make it public. I cannot renegade on my ways I will stand. I will go there and be taken as sacrifice for these things to be done, so that the Melikiti mother will be free. My children will be free because the suffer I suffered in the hand of the zoo. I don't want them to suffer it. You see, when you called me before, after this great man spoke, Mazifani, I ran short of words. I didn't know what to say again because as if he entered into my heart and then punctured it and battered it up and down. So I didn't know what to say again. I had to, refresh my memory again to be able to pick up the mic. So whenever Mr. Ifeanyi speaks, I had nothing to say again because he goes to my heart and review everything. We cannot beg. We don't beg our enemy. We can never beg our enemy for anything. And God said He will make a table of meal in the presence of our enemy. We will eat it in their front. That is why I said last time that I'm the only one that eats with a short spoon when I'm eating with the devil. The devil will be the one using the long spoon. I cannot use long spoon for the devil because the devil himself knows it's not an intention of man, according to Lord Denning, and that is true. Because when is in a case where a man sent a man to go and kill a man in his house, gave him his picture, and the man went there and then saw the man he wants to kill with the son, the brother, the father, and the friend. He killed everybody. And when he went back to the man and said that he has delivered his job, he was looking for the balance. The man said, I sent you to kill one man, you ended up killing 11 people. He said, hey, he doesn't want to make a mistake. That is to show you how the heart of man is dangerously wicked. So we suffer the witches not to live because it is a righteous thing before the eyes of God to trouble those who trouble us in seven fools. That's Second Thessalonians 1:6, if I'm not misquoting. So we cannot beg. We don't beg. Dear friends, we don't beg. Even in the olden days, there's no Alamajiri in our land. But now they are flooded everywhere, the holy land of God, with beggars. And we are going to flush them out when the time comes. And it's fast approaching. Thank you, my brother. I yield my mic for now. Let us continue putting the fire on the burning furnace. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, our own William, for that wonderful submission. Before we go to justice, let's go to Gochuku. He's been his hand. Well, he's not raising his hand, but I know his neck will be paining
I
him.
am here. I am here.
Go ahead.
From Chris to our Quinitic mouthpiece to William, all of you have taken my mandate. We'll go to what they call it in the zoo.
You must get it back.
We must
You
get
must
our
get back
mandate.
that mandate.
Our master.
Thank you, my Ugochiku. Thank you, my
My
Ugochiku, for
mandate.
allowing me. Okay, my sweet brother.
Thank you, my
Sweet,
Quinitic
only for here, before they say, I beg you.
You must
Thank you,
go
my
and get
sister.
that mandate. That mandate,
That mandate.
don't allow Charlie Boy to
I
take
know
the
where to get
mandate.
my mandate from, Christopher. That one is very close to me. Don't worry. My mandate, I will get it. Well, thank you, my brothers and sisters. I salute each and every one of you. You know, eh, whenever every genuine Biafra, sleep and wake up and remember that you have people like you all. You have to go to sleep the next day whenever you find time to sleep and rest very, very well, because for years, I don't think any Biafran have ever had a rest of mind in his or her life, because we have been neglected. The negligence in us, home and abroad, is beyond human. And I am not surprised when it comes to our great leader saying that he does not need to beg anyone for his release. Because when you listen to Fulanis, when they try to brag on this, they know how to brag, and those that they spit in their mouth in Biafra land, they like to brag. And all those, like some of them used to say that when they want to use the word Biafra, because the word Biafra is too heavy for their mouth to speak, they will say Igbos. We gave you land to sell your spare parts, your drugs, your this. We accommodate you. Our food come from our land. Blah 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 blah. They use all those things to cajole gullible-minded idiots from that part, from our own part. But when you are reasonable enough, you understand that this is all cajole. All this thing is just a noise making. And I strongly believe it's only one who don't know the land where he came from or she came from. That is a highly spiritual land. And if you have never keep your hand clean, you'll be speaking from the both side of your mouth. But one thing I know that each and every one of us who believe in the gods of our motherland, Biafra, you will understand that a true Biafra man does not need to beg for anything. He does not even, when chocolates are coming to the level of the zoo, to beg them to release one of our best. I don't mean one among the best, one of the best, if not the best brain on the planet Earth today. And the only man who say something about tomorrow and it will come to pass. To beg a lunatic, idiotic people called the zoo is unacceptable. They have, all this year, as our brother Fine have said, they have been testing the microphone through those claim to representing, I don't know who they're representing, but because I cannot use the word us, claim to representing some people they're representing Southeast. They have tested them, going to Ebonyi to promise the stupid one who want to help cement producer, Dangote, the richest man on the Africa, and a poor wretched man from this thing want to keep him going. They promised them president, promised the one, each and every one of them president, promised them vice president. At the end of the day, nothing. They end up begging for Senate president. They went ahead and choose who they want from the same Biafra land. None of them. They'll be testing microphone and see that these people want nothing. Even those that say that if you don't give us president or vice, or we will join Biafra. These Fulanis and their colonial masters, British, they have already known that these people are fools. And they find out, at the end, and along the road, they never, ever dream like people like you and me will emerge. They never dream it. And then tested those around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They acted exactly like the politicians in the Southeast. They acted exactly, even acted worse than the politicians. And then they keep testing the water. They keep testing the water. But there is something behind us. That is the great God who picked Ojukwu from the beginning. The same great God who picked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same God who picked our prime minister. I used to say, our prime minister, 2018, 2019, you will not believe that he will pick up such a mandate. It's just like as you are there right now. If you have never destroy your heart or your mind against Biafra, believe you me, this mandate can follow you, and how you execute the job, you will never know. As long as you have never dirty your mind, your soul, and you have never one way or the other, step on the toes of the gods of our motherland. As long as your heart, chisoro, while you are still clean, this is a spirit. This is a spirit. That is why when of our brother came here and said, "Oh, those in the diaspora, they know that they are the ones sponsoring ESN and Liberation Army, that on their way coming." My dear brother, relax. Before Christmas, including the idiot that is selling her in South Africa, he said it in a video countless times. I watch it live. I travel. I even changed my ticket to Lagos instead of Enugu. I did it purposely. Change it after, because you will see them. Listen, if not Okenonula that tell Okenonama when it comes to a Biafran man, that Ngugu on a yard means the rat that is at home. The only person that can harm you as a pure Biafra is someone you so much trusted who decided to stab you from the back. You see all those dog biters in the zoo? Believe you me, I have encountered them in the airport. They only say, you are the people who is sponsoring IPOB. I swear, you tell him yes. And they can't do nothing in the airport, Murtala Mohammed airport. These people are just backing. Those acting their scripts is those stupid ones, all those lunatics among us who come to abroad, suffer, they couldn't make it because they are evil. When they are looking for a way to go home and be the next Amechi, the next Rogers, the next Fulani Stooge. Just like as this idiot called Udele. To the extent, an in-law to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu calling Udele his brother. I swear to God, if that's been my family member, you will never step foot in our house, in our family house. If talking of my in-law, I will travel and pick my sister back to my house. I swear to God, if I don't do it, then I join my father in the grave. To imagine such a person in this critical moment, and such a lunatic, you are calling him your brother. For you to see what we are, the reason why this testing the they were called. They were busy testing the water. They were busy testing the water all these ways. But there is a bad news. The bad news happened that the gods of our land, the gods of our motherland, Biafra, reserve men and women. That is why every day, I may not be a church goer, but in my heart, I give glory to God, to those highly sophisticated, intelligent Biafran government in exile, because they have everything it takes to get corrupted, like in Konjiwal. They get everything it takes to get corrupted, like the criminal they are throwing from one prison to another right now. They call a mafia. They get every right to grab the money and get corrupted, so that they cannot speak. If they want to speak, they have to speak from both sides of their mouth. But they never ever get corrupted. They remain where they are. And today the gods speak them, and they are doing excellently well. They are doing marvelously well. That is why you see Fulanis shivering. Today you see that we can stand and talk and everything. The reason why our leader speaking right now, because all the fake letter written by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu wanna be, nothing works. All the dodo, the case is like dodo eating like a mai. Nothing works for them. They see that our prime minister and each and every one of you stand your ground. Stand your ground. They notice that men, not just irrefrafs, men was able to stand their ground. They see that nowhere, the testing water, those that they live on, all was just the ones that just a few among the great ones. And that is why I would never, before I started, I forget to, not that I forget, but I jump into to salute our prime minister and our liberation army who is at work. All each and every these warriors, you guys will live forever in the heart of the good people, good men and women. And I salute each and every one of you here. And I salute our government. And I use this opportunity to tell university, I got your message. And I have already this morning got a message from from European rep, and I sent them the message they want. So everything is fine. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. I salute you. And I salute the Queen, the Biafran Queen. I hope you come back soon. Everyone is waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Wachineke. Thank you. I see Mouthpiece had her hand raised up. Mouthpiece. I think she's having connection issues. We must continue. I see the Minister of Communication, our own Vam in the house. Mouthpiece, you want to chip in something before we go to Justice? Because Justice has to speak. Mouthpiece, you have the mic quickly so we can go to Justice. Go ahead.
Oh, my brother. It's like I don't know what is going on. Twitter is trying to kick me out, kick me in, kick me out. Anyways, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Sure.
Okay. So I had wanted to, I forgot this because when you are thinking about what to say when it's your own turn, you forget some things. I was somewhere in the morning in one space where some idiots, some moronic, lunatic individuals we are lamenting about we don't have, for those of us who are clamoring for our restoration, we don't have houses, we don't have business at home, we don't have this. I just look at these. Oh my goodness, these people are crazy. It is because of what we have at home. That's why we are fighting to be able to keep doing our businesses, keep coming home, keep visiting our people. That's why we are here, because we want to be free. We don't want to go home and be kidnapped when we are doing businesses. We want to be traveling abroad and coming home. But some people just want to be serving their slave masters and be licking their smelly asses, while they also enslave and subjugate our own people, the same people who are benefiting. Because those who are lamenting and crying on that space were the ones who are benefiting from the Fulanis, and we are not going to allow them to continue. That's why let's all support our Prime Minister. They were going to cleanse the land. The gods of Biafra and the Biafra angels were going to cleanse that land. These evil people, we will chase them back to Lagos or to Abuja. They will never get, in fact, it's only resident permit they will have. They will never have the passport of Biafra, because they never believed in it and they never believed in their freedom. So we must make sure we cleanse the land. I yield my mic again, my people. That's what I forgot. I wanted to just let you people know. And I greet our own minister, Rafa Jere. I see you. My brother Mekus, you're always sending me the link. Even when I'm so busy, I always want to come in and chip in something. So please, my people, stand strong. I can tell you the gods of Biafra are with us. No shaking. We are going home. Thank you, guys. I yield my mic.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have Pastor Vam in the house. Justice, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Justice, you have the mic. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. My brother, Ifeanyi, the first, Pastor, everybody. You guys are great people. There's something, and this is the word that have been in my mouth all throughout this year. I think Ifeanyi or Success that said it. He said, we don't make Biafra great. Biafra make us great. Nobody makes Biafra great. Biafra make you great. You can see how Biafra have made Nnamdi Kanu great. You can see how he have made Simon great. You can see how he have made each and every one of us who are genuinely fighting for Biafra. Because if you step in any space, everybody start blabbing. Anywhere you speak, everybody start panicking because you are a special breed. And immediately you started becoming double standard about the whole thing. The way it will drop you, generation will not even remember you. That's one thing you have to understand about this Biafra struggle, and know that the gods of our land are watching. And definitely they are at work. And they're going to bring us. You know, Nnamdi Kanu is a man that I love so much. But you know one thing that is so surprising? When people try to say to us things he didn't say, it makes us more stronger. I remember the day they come with fake letter. And I laugh. I said, if you are not supporting Biafra now, this is the time for you to support it. Because I know this is not coming from him. And you remember the day he said everybody should maintain his ground. And I remember our Prime Minister tweeted and said, this is the man I'm following. And when he said, don't beg for my freedom, I remember when he said, they will come, they will kill us, we will kill them. The final result is that Biafra will come. And here we are today. What's going on? It's the same thing he said. Like my sister Amalpi said, I was in that space. Some of them said, we that are fighting for Biafra, some of us doesn't have investment. But one day I posted one of my investments online, and one idiot, one of them that won Nigeria, said, "So, oh, you have all this thing in Nigeria, and you want Nigeria to be balkanized?" And I laugh. You know, they don't know where we started. And I remind them in that space, I said, most of you that are today talking about the betterment of Nigeria, you don't fight for Nigeria. You have not. Go and check in Nnamdi Kanu. In 2010, either between 2009 and 10, Nnamdi Kanu was a member of ABGA, a hardcore one Nigeria. He was on the street of London protesting for the betterment of Nigeria. That video is online. I didn't make it up. Go and check. They fought for Nigeria. Me, I fought for Nigeria. I was a hardcore politician, believing that one day if you change one political leader, Nigeria will get better. But I don't know there's something better. And Simon today that everybody wants to get killed. Nigerians are writing petition all over the places. I told them in that space, I said, go and check Simon. Just a few years ago, it's not up to 3 or 4 years. Simon was the chairman of Igbo Union in Finland. If he see you with Biafran flag close to him, he will put you to jail. He will carry you out of the meeting if he see you with Biafran flag. But today, he's the one championing the whole thing. What does that tell you? And I told them that you guys doesn't know what is good for you. And you look at the people that are telling you that they don't have investment. Some of them, where they live, they don't have paper. What is their business? When you go pick up, use electronics, send it to Nigeria, and calling your brothers on the phone that, and then when they send the email, you feel like you are doing business. These are people that are telling you that Nigeria will work. Anyway, and another thing that makes me happy is that the way Autopilot IPOB have been able to show them that Biafra is a spirit and Nigeria will never disappoint. Nnamdi Kanu, whatever he say comes to pass. And he said, go serve Nigeria and come back in shame. And you know, when this publication of you don't need to pay, I have been saying it all along. Nnamdi Kanu is somebody that is so courageous. He said to Nigeria, he said, I have no gun, I have no bullet. All I have is this microphone and the courage that God has given me. And I will destroy Nigeria with truth. All these things are happening before our eyes. And we are still doubting. That all I will need to do is truth. Whatever he said, it remains truth. And truth will always win. That's why I was heartbroken yesterday, kind of. When I come across a video where a so-called master prophet bring a hardcore enemy of our leader in his platform. And the funniest part of it is that the guy was on that platform and still was insulting Nnamdi Kanu, this idiot. And these are people who want to advise someone on what to do and not what to do. They are calling him brother. Why this man is denigrating the greatest man that Africa have ever produced. And I look at that man. These are people who said they're going to advise Simon on what to do. But anyway, I want to encourage everybody. We're on the right track. Biafra, I told them that Biafra will come. In those spaces of Nigerian spaces I go, I told them, it doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter your propaganda. You know, when it comes to Biafra, you see them unite. All the obedient, all the APC, you see them unite, trying to fight something that is greater than them. They don't know that Biafra is greater than them. You see them yapping mouth. One call him, I don't want to mention people's name because it's not relevant. He says he's the wife of a pastor. He will come to a space, he'll be shouting like a mad dog. No morals in him. He'll be talking rubbish. Because you married a Yoruba man, then all of us will be a slave. Because you have 2x2 shop in Lagos, then we'll become a slave. You have a brothel on Kaduna, and because of that, oh, you have business all over the place. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Because of that, we all have to submit to the caliphate. Can you imagine? You see them, they will come and give us economic analysis. And I say, these people, all your economic analysis in your village, go and call 5 people and ask them what do they want to do as a business. And let me see their answer. You can't even protect your land. And you are here giving us economic analysis. All I want to tell everybody, we know who we are following, who is Mazen Nandekal. And thank God for Simon, our Prime Minister. You have done a great job. And everywhere is panicking. I'm telling you the truth. Because when people come with a report and you look at anytime somebody, all these criminal lawyers come and write something, Nandekal will say this, I will go and play one of his tape and I will listen. I said, what these people are saying, is it not this man I'm listening to his voice now? This man, I just play his record. Is he the one going to say this thing? And I told one of my friends, I said, if Nnamdi Kanu can take a pen to write a letter, they will make him they will give him a chance to do a press conference. If Nnamdi Kanu have said anything contrary against what Simon is doing, they will put it all over the media, live and direct. But because this man is consistent with what he wants, he have told them, all I want Biafra. I remember this Kadira, after he was released in 2017, he went to his home and asked him, is there anything again Nigeria can do to negotiate with you for you to drop this idea of Biafra? He told them, no, we have crossed the Rubicon. That a lot of blood have been shed. A lot of people have died. It's way, 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 way too late to negotiate. Either Biafra or nothing. And that is where I stand. Either Biafra or nothing. I told them, we have put in Biafra even before our families. People don't know. I told one of them, I said, what you don't know is that we have put in Biafra even before our families. You think we are Nigerians that are cowards, that are afraid to die for what they believe. They ring the election, they do everything. All of you are still in Cancun talking nonsense. We Biafrans, we have take our hairs and put it up and eat it, and waiting for whatever is going to happen. So all of you thinking that you will come with a propaganda. Are you hearing again? Oh, Igbos are killing themselves. Oh. Biafrans are killing themselves. Oh. When they try it, it didn't work. What else did they do? They go and bring a Yoruba man to show that Igbos are killing Yoruba now, just to foment another propaganda. That one didn't work. That's to show you how evil these people are. You see these Igbo, one Nigerians, they are the worst evil you can come across. These people are evil. And that is why when our Prime Minister come up with the policy of Edo, Interland Edo Akanono, I support it 100%. Because sometimes some of these saboteurs feel that there is no consequence. Because we are people who said, Onyagala 1 year. So because of that, the evil ones among us are taking advantage of it to destroy what we are doing. And I thank God for the man that is in charge, leading this struggle at this moment. And I want to thank every one of us. You guys have done a great job for the past 2 years. At the point, it's like we want to give up. But today we are stronger than ever. I call the ground. I listen to what people are saying. You can see that Nigeria is in comatose. They are one leg to be broken. And we will soon break that one leg very soon. It's going to be broken because they don't have choice. Now the color have told you don't have choice. And they know that releasing that man is Biafra freedom. They know that 100%. They have tried all they can try to make him come and denigrate whatever someone have put in place. But they fail. And that is why they have used his own brothers, his own in-laws to make him look bad. But does he stop him? He told them, the day I lost my father and my mother, he said, that day was the day God told him, see Biafra, go and get it. And who are we? What are we going to lose? Tell me what you're going to lose. Are you going to lose a passport that America gave you or Britain gave you? You're going to lose your children. What are you going to lose? that is greater than Biafra. We're going to get Biafra, whether they like it or not. And I want to thank everyone for the opportunity, because it's an honor for each and every one of us who our name is part of this history of getting Biafra. I want you to be that one in mind, that any day Biafra comes, it's going to be honor for all of us. And I can't wait. I can't wait for it to happen, because it's going to happen soon. It's going to happen soon. Some of people think that we are abroad, that you see this one Nigeria, they will come and tell you the best thing they can do for their children, because they give them American passport, they give them German passport. But we that are already in America give our children, we are telling them that what the best thing that can happen to us is to secure Biafra and hand it over to our children to build the kind of economy they want. I have to stop here, because sometimes it's so emotional when you talk about Biafra. And he always reminds me, when our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, when he will tell you that I want to pray in the language, the only language that is speak in heaven, that the angels understand. You know, when he start praising Biafra, you have no choice that to embrace the spirit of Biafra. He will tell you, this is the language of heaven. The only country that's situated in the middle of the war, zero longitude and zero latitude. And when you think it's a joke, go and check. It's confirmed. The day he said, we all run as Christians, jumping up and down. Do you know that the man who formed Anglican Church, he was born in Anglican family, that the man who bring Anglican Church was a mother? Do you know that? These are the things like my brother first said, if any man take away your dignity, it's better he kills you. Instead of a man to take your dignity, it's better he kills you. Because any day your dignity has been taken away, you're a dead man. That is why Nnamdi Kanu is still in jail, because he refused to give away his dignity. Go and check. Everybody that is in Biafra struggle that have given away his dignity, do we hear about their name anymore? They are gone and gone forever. But Nnamdi Kanu is still standing strong today, because he refused to allow to give up his dignity. Because if any man take your dignity, it's better he kills you. And that is one thing I want everybody to know. Our dignity is our life. If you allow them to take it, today, all of us are standing strong. We can speak. We can shout. We can tell them, go to hell. One idiot obedient was using my picture, asking people, how can he see me? I said, see this one. Am I hiding? See this idiot. These are people who want a better Nigeria. But because you say the truth, they want to report you on DSS. These are the people who want to give us a better Nigeria. And when I look at them, I laugh. I say, if you know where I started, and if you know where I am now, you will know that you are often kupu, because I have seen it all. So everybody have to stand strong. Otekoji danger where them, and before the day breaks, it becomes so dark. Because days ahead are going to be darker. But at the end of the day, they will kill us, we will kill them. Biafra will definitely come. Thank you, everybody, for giving me the opportunity to prepare my mind. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. The light, we are seeing the light. You know, they don't know. They don't know. And soon they will know. Our heart is zero at this point. We have given up everything for the pursuit of Biafra, and there's absolutely nothing that will make us go back. Nothing, absolutely nothing that will make us go back. It's either Biafra or the zoo dies, and Biafra will still come. That is our mindset. When you tell them that we have put Biafra before family, they don't really understand it. They really don't understand it, but they will understand it in the coming days. They will understand it. Those are on ground, hearing the sound of woto woto. They will understand it. Our own Vam Vam Vam, the only pastor that we recognize in this Biafra struggle. You have the mic.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother, the first. Thank you, everyone on the platform. Warrior Queen. I was thinking it was Warrior Queen. Warrior Queen, thank you for hosting this space. My beloved brother Bright, University of Biafra, I greet you. Mouthpiece of the gods is in the house. I appreciate you. Justice, fairness. Your speech was very long, but it makes so much sense. Thank you so much. You are indeed a hard call. Thank you. William, Daddy, every one of you on the platform, and I do not forget to appreciate my own fellow cabinet member, Ugo 247. I call him my elder brother. Appreciate you. Biafra Queen is in the house, and everyone on all the protocol observed. Thank you so much, Chineke. You know, this subject is, I touched on it a little bit in the afternoon, you know, and Mazin Namdekano is very, very direct. Because Mazin Namdekano is somebody that doesn't joke with people that, you know, that respect their culture and the system, and the people that respect integrity, people of integrity. Chief Elder Statesman Amechi Mbazulike is one of the reasons why Mazin Namdekano sounded that warning that he cannot beg. That begging for his release is an insult, because he cited the fact that it would be an insult on the person of Amechi Mbazulike of blessed memories. This man was in his mid-90s, and he went to Abuja to speak with an impostor. Even though Martin Namkala told them that that man is an impostor, they found it difficult to believe, but we know that the man was an impostor. And though he was an impostor sitting on the seat of the president, Mazin Namdekano was held, you know, illegally. And Mbazulike came to Abuja and was begging on the behalf of Mazin Namdekano. He was begging. And the idiotic impostor told the old man, looked at the old man in his face and told him that I will not do anything, I cannot do anything, because he is now in the law, in the hands of the law. So it is the judicial system that will take their place. When this man did everything, he didn't answer, but the man went home. It didn't take long before the judicial system took their place and declared Mazin Namdekano, you know, free, and declared him, you know, discharged and acquitted. Yet the impostor did not do the right thing. The impostor refused, and the Mbazulike went home to be with the Lord with this pain in his heart. So how can you be begging Mazin Namdekano when Mbazulike has already passed away? You understand? How can you be begging to free Mazin Namdekano? So anybody that is begging to free Mazin Namdekano should be considered an enemy of Biafra. I'm sorry there is so much, a little bit of noise in the bus where I am, but I need to pass this message across. So please, it should be noted that anyone seen to be begging for the release of Mazin Namdekano, consider that person an enemy of Biafra. We don't beg for his freedom. Mazin Namdekano should be released with I beg. They are the ones that should be begging us that we are sorry. We are very, very sorry. And they have to add every incentive that, you know, is due to Mazin Namdekano. Even though we don't need it, but they have to add it with begging. That's what it should take. Not idiots and influence coming to say that we will stand short. So, Chineke, I greet you all. I don't want to take so much time because I know that where I am is not as quiet as it should be, as I'm talking to so many people. Yeah, thank you. So please hold the line, everyone. Do not give it up. Continue where you are until, you know, we get to Uhuru, because it is not Uhuru yet, but we know it will soon be Uhuru and we will be all home. Thank you very much. I drop my mic here. Blessings.
Thank you,
Please
Machineke, for
first,
that. Yeah, go ahead.
Bring our brother Akukaria up. He wants to speak.
Kokalia, does he is he requesting? I'm not even seeing any request. Kokalia, while we try to figure out Kokalia, Oha Kings, meet yourself. University, can you Warrior Queen, can you guys see him from your side? I'm not even seeing anybody. Can you
I'm not
request?
seeing any request. I'm not seeing any request.
I see him. I see him. I tried to bring him up. For some reason, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not working.
send him the. Okay, he has to go out and come back in. Tell him to
Exactly.
go out. Yeah, go out and come back
Akokaria,
in, Akokaria.
Mr. Akokaria, please go out and come back in. We'll get you on board.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, or Hakims, and then we'll try to wait for Akokaria. Go ahead. I hope I didn't butcher that name. Kings or Hams. Kings or Hams. Unmute yourself. He must be receiving advice. He must be receiving advice, but we must continue. Um, if Akokaria is here, he can request again. You know, sometimes Twitter does this magic, and you know, it's frustrating when it does that, but we must continue. Must continue.
I think Akokaria is here.
Is he here? Okay, sweet. For some reason, I didn't even see him. Go ahead, Akokaria. Maybe he's not. Oh, he's not following me, so that's why. Go ahead, Akokaria.
Sorry,
Unmute yourself.
I'm following you now, my brother. IPOB, one family.
One big family.
One big
Beautiful
family.
family. IPOB.
IPOB.
Yes, it is one big family and a nice one to belong to. The truth is, I actually don't like, I prefer listening to IPOB spaces, if I may put it like that way. Because I know these are children of God and these are rational people. People who think properly. You know. But there is something I want to tell us. There is a big effort by the APC government. You know, our leader, if you really followed our leader, you know, I remember when we used to wait for our leader to come on air before the Rex Lawson's music, you know, it used to be wonderful. He coached us. He told us about the greatest problem we have in Nigeria, which are the people who we share this country with. I'm sorry, I'm going to sound a little bit somehow, because there's a space I'm coming from, and I really didn't like what I saw there. There is a report by our people, by a certain group in the US, that confirmed what we all, most of us on this space know, that Buhari, the Jubril, the impostor, and his people, and everybody who is against self-determination, as the one sponsoring the insecurity in our land. We love life. We don't kill. We don't kill our own. We know this. Now, instead of these guys to focus on the space that they themselves open, what they did is they turned it into an echo chamber. So I need how our leader, I remember when he used to urge all of us to have a Twitter account. Like me, I have a 2010, 2009 Twitter account. That's my own personal accounts and things. But I remember that I've had accounts blocked, retrieved it back, all IPOB accounts. Remember how our leader used to urge us that, listen, we must come and reboot all these lies against us, because we cannot allow these guys to tell our story. We need to be strong on anywhere you see this lie, you have to correct it, so that, you know, in 10 years time, when you look back on the platform, you see that you were there to actually set it straight, so that if there's anybody who's reading it, because it's like a journal we are all doing here on Twitter, I must tell us, there is a group of people that they want to keep us, they want to play down what this noble family has achieved. You cannot let that happen. You cannot let them call us names. I try to tell them in the space that you cannot come and call IPOB terrorists. Why it is only in the zoo that we are known as terrorists. We hold our rallies globally, peacefully. We go to the municipality if we have to go to get permission to march. We march with police protection, only in the zoo. So when they bandy that word, IPOB is terrorist, you have to point some of these things out to them. Because that is why we are, and that is why we are the leading group, the pressure group you have. You know, Twitter before IPOB was a different place. Twitter Nigeria. If you go back, you will see. But we came back, we came with debunking lies. And that is what we learned in the University of Radio Biafra. That you must come. Twitter is a wonderful place. There are a lot of people listening who would want to see things in a certain context. If you leave this thing in these people's hand, brother, we will still be making the same mistakes. I'm not saying we should go out to respond to every back-end dog, but there are some big handles, especially the ones from Southwest. This is our biggest problem. Our leader said it. That's why he condemned their churches. If you really follow Mazen Andikano, he will tell you that the biggest problem we have in Nigeria, especially as Biafrans, is the Yoruba people. They distort things. That is why the Fulanese named them Yareba, and the English people now anglicize that word, if I use the for a lack of better word, to Yoruba. Yarebanza, these are deceitful people. Just recently on the TL, you saw what was going on. They are trying to rewrite the history of Nollywood. And this is why we fight. This is why we say we cannot be tied down to this kind of country. Unhealthy competition, we can never achieve nationhood. Someone who, if he sees you, he sees anger, he is jealous, he wants to, he doesn't believe in the fact that he can do something with an Igbo person on a level playing field. They must give him small advantage ahead of Igbo, or something like that. So this is why you see us any time we come on Twitter. Our leader told us this guy is revolutionary. Excuse me, don't mind, please. Don't mind, I'm a bit emotional this night. Our leader is a revolutionary. He knew before Twitter became this huge,